Hi, welcome back to part 2 of my California mansion build. Now, before I go any further, I have a few formalities to clear up. Now, in my last video, when I was building this house, I said that there were 4 bedrooms, and that was completely wrong. There are 6 actual furnished bedrooms and space for at least 2 more. And also that doesn't include the guest house where there's a bedroom as well. So there's up to 10 bedrooms in a house that I said had only 4 bedrooms. So obviously I know what I'm talking about. I'm very in tune with my own content. And I know exactly what I'm doing. So that's fine. Glad we cleared that up. Also, this house is kind of unfinished. Like the finishing product is mostly finished. There's one room that's not furnished and a couple rooms that are not finished per se. Like they're not done the way I want them to. And that's because I got so fucking sick of this fucking house. Honestly, it's the worst. It's so big and there's so many different styles and I'm running out of items to use, and it makes me so angry that I just had to stop for the sake of my own mental health. So here we are. Usually a lot of my builds have one blank room left anyway, so that's okay. We won't worry. Now, the next formality I want to clear up is that Shawn Mendes songs are bops. They are great and they don't suck. So glad we cleared that up as well. And my next formality is that I need a new intro because mine fucking sucks. Oh, what's with all the swearing? I've got to stop swearing. There are children listening. Okay. So, that was a very long intro and that was really a lot. So I'm sorry, it was a lot to take in. But here we are. I'm furnishing this house. It took me a good 4 days to furnish. And then it took me a good 2 hours to get the tiny amount of custom content I had in this build out of this build so I could upload it to the gallery for you guys to get. So you know what? I'm over it. I'm 100% over this build. I don't even want to play in it. Like, I'm done. Completely done. It's going to be, like at least 6 months before I can actually move a sim family into here, because every time I look at it, I get so frustrated. Except for the guest house. I am obsessed with the guest house. I love the color palette. I love the furniture I used. I love the elements from Jungle Adventure. And I just think it's so cool. It's like kind of pink and blue, sort of, but in a really mature way. I'm obsessed. I'm a fan. I love it. It's great. So there's that at least. And that's what I'm finishing now on screen. So I can better look at it. Now, this house, as I mentioned before, is sort of like an upper middle class basketball player house. If that makes any sense at all. I don't know if it does. But I pulled inspiration from film. And by film, I mean the masterpieces that are High School Musical, Riverdale, and 13 Reasons Why. Now, I'm not always this pathetic. It's just been a long week. So that's why. That's my justification. But I think it turned out really well and my vision really came to life, although it's unfinished in some ways. Like, it's mostly finished. You can move a big family in there and they'll be fine. There's just one room that's got no furniture in it and one room that's got only a desk and a bookshelf. But you know what? I just could not go any further. It was frustrating me so much that I just had to stop. I was listening to the Hey Simsy podcast and I was trying to finish this and my brother came in and started annoying me. So I just had to stop. Like, that was enough. That was it. Nah, bye. See you later. This house actually doesn't have any kids' bedrooms per se. Like, it's got like a really girly room and it's got a nursery, but it doesn't have any rooms with single beds. And the reason why is because my vision was for this house to be full of rich people. And, rich parents sometimes, like, their kids grow up and then they give them a double bed when they turn 3. just like that. So that made my vision more realistic in a sense. So no specific kids' bedrooms per se, but we do have some lovely color schemes. We got this blue room here, that pink and purple room, and then we've got kind of a wing of the house that's sort of separate from the other main area, and that's got like a living room and a bedroom and a bathroom, I think. And that's sort of like, I'm going to call it my butler's quarters, because there's a smallish bedroom and then it's in a separate area. So I think that'd be really cool for a butler to move into this house. But also that living room, I'm obsessed. It's the only room in this house I actually like. And really, if you look at it from an objective standpoint, it's ugly as fuck, honestly. It's got olive green walls and like red and brown carpet. But it just makes me so happy because I don't know. It reminds me of when I used to build in The Sims 3. I used to use those colors and like put in... Does anyone remember in The Sims 3, there were these two lamps that were like stained glass lamps? There was one floor standing one and one like table one. Anyone remembers? Because I do. I used those lamps all the time in every build because they were just stunning. I don't know why. Looking back, they were probably ugly. But I love them. And I used to love building with that color scheme. Now in The Sims 4, the only thing I build with is the pets items, cats and dogs, sorry. The pets items, the jungle adventure items, and blue walls. And that's it. And you'll see that as we... Oh, and parenthood counters. Can't forget those. That's all I use. That's literally it. Honestly. Think of a better makeup in The Sims 4. Change my mind. Change my mind that cats and dogs came with the best set of build by items. Change my mind that jungle adventure came with the second best. And change my mind that parenthood came with the third best. Because honestly, if I didn't have those packs, I couldn't build. No, it's a no from me. I can't deal. No. They are what saves build by in The Sims for me. Honestly, change my mind. This bedroom is a bedroom that I was furnishing when my tutor called me on the phone. And she also sent me a text with her bank details, so I had to very carefully edit that out. Glad I did. And this is the green room with a really ugly color palette that somehow looks really cool, and I'm here for it. 100% here for it. Everything's going by so fast, I can't keep up. So this room here is what I would call the butler's quarters. The bedroom that I'm not furnishing anymore. Where'd it go? Oh, we're onto the nursery instead. How great. Oh no, we're going back and forth. I can't keep up. Okay, so this is a nursery. This is the only like quote unquote kids room in the build. I used a sort of gender neutral green color palette, which looks really soft, really nice. And I think, if I had a kid, I'd want to put it in there. So, that's always the aim, right? Sorry, I'm just having a drink. One sec. Some ASMR for you. This bedroom that I'm finishing now, that stopped. Oh my God, it's gone already. Oh no. That's where I'd put the butler if I played in this house. That's where he or she would go. Now, also another formality. This entryway, it sucks. It's terrible. It's got no life. It's a shitty, dull blue color with some shitty, dull elements, and it's crap. So I apologize for making a really nice build and then stuffing up the furnishings. Like, I'm really sorry, but I think, like, overall, it's a good house. I think overall it's great. So that's why I'm uploading it. And that's why I'm huffing and puffing through this stupid one-take voiceover. And oh, thank God, we're at the screenshots. Okay, that's the shitty hallway. That's the main living area. They're flying by really fast. Kitchen's very mediocre and average. Upstairs is the best part of the house. That's what I'll say, because we've got like the master bedroom that's here with sort of a separate living area, and we've got the really pink room and the really blue room and this room here, and they sort of all are different but work well. And I can see very rich family with very rich children getting grade A's on their report cards and coming home and playing basketball and, you know, doing rich family stuff like that. I can see it. Totally. Okay. I've been talking for 11 minutes. I have nothing left to say. When will the end slate be here? Oh no. All right, this is the outside. Just gonna talk you through it. Oh, I think we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Woohoo! I freaking did it. That was a mess. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Click on something, download it off my gallery, and bye.